Merci beaucoup. I shall be speaking English, and like I said before, the translation that has been coming through to me in English has been perfect. I hope what I'm going to be saying is also coming to you in the same way it has been translated from the other languages into English. But let me start by saying that I am deeply honored to be here. It's a privilege and an honor. And above all else, since we are talking of the issues of intangible heritage, above all else, I would like to say, I've seen with my eyes that it is not the size, but the effect that counts. In my country, we have a saying that the ant can command an elephant. What we mean is that if an ant gets into the trunk of the elephant will be so obsessed with the pain and the irritation that it ends up killing itself maybe. What I'm saying here is that the spirit of Andorra, with its few people, 80,000 I'm informed, is greater than the hurt that I've experienced. It is not, therefore, by accident that Andorra, as a nation state, starts with an A, for indeed I have enjoyed your hospitality that is A-class. I would like to commend and thank you, Honorable Minister, and the other ministers that have been around, that your hospitality indeed is something that the world can learn from. Having said that, the topic that I was given, the concepts of tangible and intangible heritage and connections and linkages to natural heritage, is also equally challenging. First and foremost, it calls to play the fact that there are no two worlds, there are no two heritages, that the two are interlinked. And the essence of my message is that today, in my presentation, I would like to demonstrate the realities of that. I also would like to take this opportunity to say, in no unequivocal terms, that as I walked around and seen the landscape of Andorra, I am far much more than convinced about the audacity and the veracity of my remarks. Now, I was very impressed with the statement that was made in Algiers. And those who were there, I was not part of it, but I know that Mr. Smith can bear testimony. When they say that intangible heritage is identity of people's, what the DNA map is to human domain. Now, these were words that were said in her opening remarks by the Minister of Culture of Algeria, Her Excellency Madam Khalida Taoumi. I was not there, but I subsequently said to myself, what is it all that it means? I have read, I know when people talk about now we are testing DNA so that we can match whether the accident victim is the same as that, or whether the child belongs to the father, or the father belongs to the father, to the mother, and so forth, and to the son, and so forth. It never occurred to me the importance of what that statement meant. And I was challenged to find out what DNA means. DNA, in scientific terms, so I found out, is an unpronounceable word. Deoxynucleic acid. Whatever that means to you, it did not mean anything to me either. But the fundamental point is that it is a carrier of information. That is the basic essence of DNA. The processes involves genes, we all know about genes, being created and replaced. But the most important thing is about life. The accuracy of information is central to the replication process, much as it is to the process that generates the process in the beginning. And when we are talking of the 2003 convention and we say we want to transmit intangible heritage from one generation to another, all we are saying is that we are, by and large, abiding strictly to the principles of the DNA. The principle of intergenerational equity. And then the next thing that touched me, you see, that's our Spider-Man. You have heard and you've seen the Spider-Man as one of the biggest film breakers. And I said to myself, if we are talking of that, I was reminded of my contact with Dr. Janet Deacon, a South African, who wrote that paper has never been published, may never be published, but I was privy to it when she was talking of the harmed son of Northern Cape. And in that scenario, she is talking about the relationship of this lizard, a gamma lizard, scientifically known as Agamida sauria, and how it relates to the landscape. Because, as I said, my mandate is to relate nature and culture.